If we rewind back to our conversations with the Needham football team at the beginning of the season, there was one common thread with each player. They all wanted redemption for 3 specific losses from 2017. The first 2 revenge games had been checked off with victories over Natick and Braintree. The final one might have been the most important, though, the Thanksgiving Day battle with Wellesley. Rockets lost the last 2 Turkey Day games to the Raiders, and the last time the game was at Memorial Field, Needham was handed a 34-14 drubbing. So this year they wanted to make a different memory, and for a team that came into the season with as much potential as any Rockets team in the past, they wanted to go out on one last high note. Starting things off in the 131st edition of the oldest public high school football rivalry in the country, it's former Rockets head coach Dave Duffy tackling the coin flip duties in this one. A historically cold Thanksgiving, extreme conditions that usually leads to a few hiccups on the field. First quarter, Justin Lindquist of the Raiders falling victim to the fumble bug. Kevin McKenzie knocked it loose and Jack Hayes jumped on it. Rockets, though, cough it up on the very next play. McKenzie with the carry as he's being taken down. Fletcher Holt strips the ball away. Looks like number 1, Anthony Perez, is the one who recovers as he's got the ball at the end coming out. Neither team taking advantage of the turnovers, though. At the end of the first, no score. Early in the second, Rockets cap off a drive. Tyler Reed, a hard-fought TD run as the junior able to get into the end zone. Extra point is good, and Needham goes up 7-0. Stayed that way through halftime, but Wellesley would score on their first play of the third quarter. Shiloh White speeds down the far side, and about 65 yards later, it's a touchdown. Extra point good, and the Raiders tie at 7-7. Didn't take the Rockets long to respond, though. Matt Smith fields the Wellesley kickoff on a bounce, turns up the far side, and watch him barrel over 2 defenders, and then turning on the ludicrous speed. The Duke-bound Smith taking the kickoff about 90 yards to the hole for a TD. Another Needham XP puts the Rockets back in front 14-7. Later in the third, Wellesley forces Needham to punt deep in their own territory. Charlie Ogletree's boot is immediately met by a gust of wind. Raiders in business in the Needham red zone. Malik Sinclair under center for Wellesley. He finds White on a screen pass. White nearly gets in, but is forced out just shy of the goal line. Rockets deny Wellesley a few more times on 4th and goal. Sinclair under pressure from Joe Anastasi has to get rid of it quickly. The ball tipped at the line and falls incomplete. Head to the fourth quarter, Rockets have to punt again. This one by Ogletree goes a little bit farther, but still affected by that bitter wind as it's guided out of bounds. So Wellesley with another chance to score. Sinclair tosses it to the corner of the end zone where Hugh Callahan hauls it in for 6, and the Needham lead is cut to 1. Raiders could have gone for a tying extra point, but instead elect to go for 2 and the win, or at least the lead. Perez gets the option pitch from Sinclair. He's stuffed by the Needham defense. Rockets maintain a 1-point advantage. Wellesley with one more chance with less than a minute to go. Sinclair's pass intended for Perez. It's deflected and intercepted by Mark Chiffiello. The Rockets hang on for the Turkey Day win. 14-13 is your final score. Needham ends a 2-year losing streak on Thanksgiving, taking back the Gorman Cup for the first time since 2015 when they won it at Fenway Park. Wellesley still leads the overall series, though, 62-60.